Hi everyone, Dr. Sunil Dhand. I'd like to give you an overview of two very important hormones in the field of weight management, glucose control, and insulin secretion. We don't talk about these two hormones anywhere nearly enough. They are known as incretin hormones, and they are secreted by the enteroendocrine system in our gut. The two hormones are, number one, GIP, which stands for glucose-dependent insulinotropic peptide. The second hormone is known as GLP-1, which stands for glucagon-like peptide. GIP is mainly secreted by K cells in the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine. What happens when GIP is secreted? Well, insulin levels go up to help control blood glucose levels, but also importantly a process known as lipogenesis, which is fat production and storage by adipocytes, is also stimulated. Nobody wants that. GLP-1 is mainly secreted by L cells in the ileum, which is a part of the small intestine further down from the duodenum, and also partly by the colon. What happens when GLP-1 is stimulated? Well, insulin production is also stimulated by the pancreas, but very importantly indeed, satiety is also stimulated, that process of feeling full, through many mechanisms including slowing gastric emptying. It should come as no surprise, given what I just told you then, that a very beneficial thing to have is higher GLP-1 levels and lower GIP. And it should also come as no surprise that this is a target of modern medical researchers, especially in the field of diabetes and weight management. They want to produce new medications. In fact, they have expensive new medications which help to stimulate GLP-1 and try to keep those GIP levels lower, or at least improve the ratio. Gastric bypass surgery for severe obesity, also takes advantage of this natural hormonal balance by bypassing K cells and stimulating more GLP-1. But here's the thing, we do not need to rely on expensive medications or other interventions, especially if we are talking about type 2 diabetes, rates of which are exploding across the Western world and is frequently a lifestyle-related disease, type 2 diabetes. So how can we naturally promote GLP-1 and decrease GIP? Well, let's think about what stimulates GIP. A diet which is higher in carbohydrates, especially refined processed carbohydrates, sugars, and also processed foods. A fat-glucose combination will also drive up GIP. What improves GLP-1 levels? Well, a much more whole, real diet, eating real food, particularly food which is higher in protein, food which is high in fiber, and also food which is higher in natural fats, minus the associated glucose. Remember, a fat-glucose combination is very bad for GIP. AKA, a typical Western diet is terrible for this hormonal balance. Sadly, starting in the United States, now spreading across the world, consuming a diet which is high in refined carbohydrates, sugars, and processed foods is devastating for this hormonal balance. So if weight management is your goal in particular, then remembering these two hormones is absolutely crucial. GIP and GLP-1, you want to improve the secretion of GLP-1 and lower the secretion of GIP, and it can totally be achieved naturally. One doesn't have to rely on expensive interventions. It's all about taking advantage of your natural bodily system, this wonderful hormonal system that we have naturally, keeping the balance right, keeping those insulin levels low. Remember, insulin is an anabolic hormone, and this can be done through the right lifestyle and eating the right food. Thanks everybody for listening. Dr. Sunil Dhand. Do hit the subscribe button down below for more similar videos on my Real Medicine and Health Science channel. You can also follow me on my news channel. The link is down below. We will speak again next time.